Hi guys, it's Baz the Blind Leader again, and I'm shooting you another video blog. And tonight I'll be answering Adam's question. And Adam would like to know how have I managed to overcome being in a victim state, through all the sufferings and stuff like that, and also how do you refrain from being in that victim state and asking yourself, why me? Good question, Adam. And look, you've already taken the first step, which is a really hard one for a lot of people. Great, good on you for doing that. You're already halfway there, my friend. Put it that way. The moment you can admit that, hey, I'm being a victim right now, and you'd like to change that. I kudos to you. Now, how did I manage to overcome it? Well, it's a state of mind, really. As soon as I saw your question, look, there's many ways to answer this, and there's many different ways to sort of look at it. But I'll, answer as best as I can in this particular blog, and I'm sure, look, there'll be other future blogs as well, where I talk about not just the victim states, but other victim states within the drama cycle, and I might even discuss the drama cycle itself in future blogs as well. So, I'd be lying if I said that there weren't times in my life in the past where I had slipped into that victim state and sort of said, thought to myself, this really sucks, particularly in the teenage years and then through the school years and also leaving school, and it's definitely a state I've been in the past. And look, we're only human too, so look, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we do slip into that, and at the time you don't know any better. Things are hard, and sometimes at least for the past for me, it gets harder and harder to see whether things will get better and how they will get better, and especially if in that particular time things aren't going the best. So definitely I've been in that state, but even then I got over it. As you do, well, at least I hope you do. You get over it and you wake up the next day and you just do your best you can for that day, and that's all of us. The best thing you can do is wake up every day and just do the best you can to the resources you have available to you at the time. And a really important thing that I've learned as well is movement. Now, it doesn't matter which direction you're moving in, as long as you're moving, because you're bound to end up somewhere if you keep moving. So, if you just want to stay in your victim state and stay in the same spot, you're just gonna, you're not gonna make any progress whatsoever. You're not gonna move in any direction. You're not, and nothing's gonna happen. You're just gonna keep having what you've already got. But if you're moving, constantly moving in a direction, again, you're bound to end up somewhere. You're bound to make some sort of connection with someone, or it's what can happen is quite endless. You know what I mean? So I had a point in my life where I can honestly admit there was a point in my life where all that was in my life was my gym training and my karate training, and at that particular time I wasn't sure what I wanted out of my life, or where my life was headed, and there was a lot of uncertainty in that aspect. But however, I didn't just give up. I kept at least doing something with myself. And it's a great thing to work on your health, of course, obviously, and through my karate training as well, definitely helped as well to be around people, to constantly talk to people, and also the training itself, and the strengthening in the character and the spirit and in the mind. And for a short period of time, that's all I had. I felt I had, even though there was so much more out there. But the most important thing in this, the point of this story is that I kept moving. And believe it or not, where I am today, I made a lot of my connections while and my networking a lot through my gym training, and then my progression from jobs that I was working at the time to no jobs to becoming a personal trainer, to get into network marketing, and to getting into a variety of things. But along the way, you just sort of you make new connections, and then you think, oh, you find something, and you find this, and it just sends you in this direction, and then you find this, and oh, okay, so I want to go in this direction now, and then it's a chain of events and that's ultimately what's led me to where I am today, a chain of events. But again, the key thing here that I'm saying is that I kept moving. I kept doing something, at least something, so whereas, and that was a choice I made, by the way. It's a choice, really. Yeah, you do slip into your victim state, but you can choose to stay in that victim state and sit in that dark corner and not do anything with your life, and just accept the fact that, hey, this is as far as my life is going to go, and I'm not going to do anything with it, and I just want to play a victim all my life and let people feel sorry for me and things like that. Or I chose a different choice. I said, you know what, I don't know where my life exactly is going to be headed, but I'm just going to do something with it. You only live once, so just do something at least. And that's what I did, and it's amazing where you can end up. Like I said, it may not happen overnight. For some people it might, but again, the most important thing is you're doing something. And yeah, just to touch on something I said earlier as well, is that it's, well, I don't believe it's a question of why me. Again, where I believe, whether you're a believer in God or in the universe or whatever, I believe that God doesn't give you a challenge you can't handle. Be happy in the fact that He's given you a challenge so, a problem so challenging that He trusts enough in you to give it to you, to deal with it, because He knows, He understands, or sees what you're capable of, and says, yeah. And then how good does it feel when you've broken through it and overcome it? It's an overwhelming feel of accomplishment, and that's a lot of what I feel through my life. I mean, do I still have a lot of challenges in my life at the moment? Absolutely, and I'm sure they'll be there for as long as I live. And it's the acceptance, again, and that's another thing, it's the acceptance that there always will be some sort of challenge that you will face. But it's, again, it goes back to choosing whether to see it as a problem, like, oh my god, I want to rip my hair out. Well, I don't have any hair, but you get the idea. It's a question of choice. Am I going to choose to let this affect me and drag me down, and not let it not progress? Or, okay, start thinking of the solution to this challenge. So at the end of the day, a problem is an encapsulation within a boundary. That's all it is. So it's about getting outside that boundary. How am I going to get outside this boundary? And that's part of what I do also with my coaching services as well, with my clients, getting outside that boundary and then breaking that barrier down. So yeah, look, I hope I've answered your question for all of you. And look, please, again, leave your feedback in your comments, and if you're viewing this on Facebook, feel free to contact me if you'd like to, or in the comments if you'd like to ask me any further questions, or just leave your feedback, or any other blogs that you might like me to make in regards to sort of my personal challenges and things I've overcome. There is definitely more to come, guys. I've got a few questions lined up from some of you that you've asked me, so expect more to come soon. And if you'd like to find out more about my coaching services as well, please feel free to comment or send me a message, and I'll let's see if I can help you out, and maybe we can have a consultation or something. So apart from that, guys, stay awesome, be blessed, happy, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye for now.